Mr. President, President-elect Trump, and Congress. Don't be Scrooges. Fix the immigration mess you helped create. As the holidays draw near, American families are calling for action, not empty promises. Over 1 million mixed-status families, where U.S. citizens are married to immigrant spouses, face the devastating threat of separation due to a broken immigration system. This isn't just about President Biden or President-elect Trump. It's about all leaders, Democrat and Republican, taking responsibility for decades of bipartisan failure. They can pardon their own, why not ours? President Biden, you pardoned your son. President-elect Trump, you pardoned your daughter's father-in-law and may even consider pardoning the January 6 defendants. Both of you have wielded the power of pardons to protect those you care about. Why can't you extend that same mercy to the U.S. citizens whose spouses are caught in this immigration nightmare? For 50 years, both parties have failed to address this crisis, while the elite profit from the cheap labor and exploitation it perpetuates. American citizens and their children are paying the price, not in abstract political terms but in real pain, fear, and heartbreak. This isn't a partisan issue. It's a moral failure that spans administrations, Congresses, and decades. Congress, stop the gridlock, pass the American Families United Act. Presidential pardons can provide temporary relief, but they aren't a solution. Congress must take action by passing the American Families United Act, which would protect U.S. citizens and their families by creating a clear, fair process for resolving immigration issues. Instead of fueling political fights over walls or deportations, Congress should focus on protecting American families. It's time to stop punishing citizens for a system they didn't break but are forced to endure. For the kids, our children, American citizens, are suffering under this failed system. They are growing up in fear of losing a parent, caught in a legal maze they didn't create. What kind of nation allows its kids to pay the price for its leaders' failures? Scripture, founding principles, and a Christmas call for unity. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Mark 3 verse 25. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Luke 6 verse 31. The Bible teaches us to defend the oppressed and care for the vulnerable. Our founding fathers built this nation on principles of equality, justice, and the pursuit of happiness. Yet today, American families are torn apart for political gain. The care of human life and happiness is truly the goal of good government, as Thomas Jefferson believed, then both parties must step up now. A message to Biden, Trump, and Congress: you've used your power to protect those close to you. Now use that same power to protect us, your fellow Americans. President Biden, issue pardons for the immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens who have built their lives here. President-elect Trump, speak up for these families and show us you're more than rhetoric. Congress, stop the partisan bickering and pass meaningful legislation that ends this cycle of exploitation and pain. This Christmas, don't be Scrooges. Show the nation and the world that America values families, justice, and compassion over political gamesmanship.